The children are, I think the children are just in such a good position. It took us 40 years to figure out.
Exactly.
That's where they start off from.
Exactly.
So they don't have to go through that whole deprogramming
Yeah.
process. They can just fly.
Yeah.
So the future is really there.
Yeah.
We can change this whole thing in one generation.
Yes.
We can raise one generation of unprogrammed kids.
Yes. Yes. Did you hear? That's cool. We're on the same page.
Absolutely.
So it's 40 years of learning and experience, and that's where the kids are starting.
And deprogramming, that's vital. We have to realize that we're being programmed all the time. We've got this onslaught of subtle and subliminal, and not so subtle and subliminal, literally programming. Think about it. It's blatant in your face.
Yeah.
It's television programs.
Yeah.
What is the programming for tonight?
Yeah.
It's influencing the narrative stream that we use to process and live. So we're literally manifesting reality according to that narrative stream that comes at us through mainstream media, through our entertainment industry.
Yeah. He's a philosopher as well.
No, I just repeat stuff very well.
Please, man, you're feeding. Okay, so don't let your kids watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, television's bad. It's really
You're
bad.
learning about kids and hip in the same interview.
Well,
Okay,
that's the thing, it's all connected. You cannot approach any of these issues in isolation. Because if you take a step back and you look at it from a macroscopic perspective, you see that it's an orchestrated drive. And whether we're talking GMO foods, whether we're talking big pharma and versus hemp oil, whether we're talking education versus unschooling, it all comes down to the same thing. There's a drive to secularize and disconnect humanity from each other. And what we're doing is we're trying to recreate those links, reforge starting with our nuclear family, going into the extended family, and then reaching out into the community at large, creating these resilient webs of humanity, which is an indestructible force. And them who are opposing that know that, and that is their biggest fear. And that's why you find everything's geared towards disconnecting us and isolating us and isolating our feelings and our emotions.
Making cold hard robots.
Exactly.
Okay, so you got arrested for 7 days. The community was divided. You were supplying people, helping people. Your brother. How's your brother?
My brother is fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's good.
Can he see you?
I think, he probably felt a little bit guilty or responsible at some level, which he obviously isn't. I was going to do this regardless.
Yes.
It was just a...
Did you hear that, brother?
Yeah.
He was going to do it anyway. Is his name Monet?
Yeah, Monet.
You see what you've created? You've created this guy who's going to save the world. Thank you, Monet. If you're responsible for anything, it's for that.
Yeah, that's a good perspective to have.
I want to meet you.
Right, we'll arrange that.
Okay, tell me about him. How is his body feeling? You said that he had, what did he have?
It was cysts on his kidneys.
How did it help?
Well, as far as I know, he hasn't gone back for his latest scans, but as far as I know, it's recovering. It's in remission.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
But how does he get hemp oil now?
Well, he doesn't get any more. Well,
Flip.
yeah, so that's part of the problem. One of the people that I helped get a stay in Durban recently, Greg Woolley, he was way more active than me in helping people. I wasn't really practicing as a healer per se. I was just supplying people with oil if they asked.
Yes.
Greg actively participated in the healing process, and after he got arrested and had all these...
Did he also get arrested?
Yes, he also got arrested.
Greg!
Yeah, there's a clampdown. There's a huge clampdown.
Is he okay?
He's okay. I put him through the same... I helped him use the same process that I used to get my prosecution stayed.
Yes.
And the offshoot of that was that his patients are actually instituting a class action lawsuit against the government for denying
Greg's
them...
patients? Wow.
Yeah.
For denying them the right to heal.
To medicate themselves in the way that they choose.
Wow.
So, there's a global movement of... I'd never use the word citizen, but of people on the ground starting to realize that we are being deceived and coming together and using whatever means are available to counter this trust. Yeah.
So they'll let you take like hardcore antidepressants and sleeping pills and that's probably mild compared to what there is that are completely addictive and Ritalin and who knows what else. Yet they won't let you take something that heals you. Because you can't patent life, right?
Exactly. Well, they try. I mean, they do try.
You can't pay some. You can't make money. You can't make money out of cannabis with can't pay some.
Well, that's why they try and regulate it now to the extent that they will. Like what a lot of people are driving for, not a lot of people, a lot of corporations are driving for,
Yeah.
is to have a highly regulated cannabis industry with very expensive license fees, which would keep
But
it.
how can they do that?
Well, government is a corporation. Corporations speak to corporations. They all benefit
But,
one another.
I mean, anyone can grow anything that they want in their garden.
Well, that is my philosophy. That's your
I mean, you can grow
philosophy.
carrots. Are they going to do that with carrots too?
No, they don't, because you don't make that much money out of carrots. That's why we need organarchy.
Organarchy.
No.
Tell them organarchy. That's the new word, guys.
That's our buzzword that
It's our
popped up
buzzword.
last night, and we're gonna drive that one hard.
He's full of buzzwords, this guy. I'm catching them on camera. I'm going to write them down. Organarchy.
Yeah, you're gonna do the logo for that, I think.
And we're going to have a logo.
Excellent.
I'm going to make one. But this is, I mean, okay. Okay, so your brother, yes, and the other guy, Greg? Greg.
Yeah, Greg.
Okay, we have to meet Greg.
Yeah, Greg's quite a guy.
Is he okay now?
Yeah, he's
Did you
fine.
answer?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
fine. He's fine. He's a surfboard shaper, and he does some phenomenal stuff with hemp surfboards. It's like really thin and
Hemp
fair.
surfboard?
Hemp
What does
surfboard.
that mean?
Well,
Made
it's
out of hemp?
made out of hemp
Which
fiber.
part?
Yeah, the fiber.
On the top?
Well, the board
Inside?
itself. Yeah.
The whole board?
In between the resin, it's hemp fibers.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You can make everything with
You
hemp.
can make anything. You can build
Coats,
houses with hemp.
Houses?
Houses, yeah, hempcrete, cannabricks. It's a mixture of.
And it grows like a weed.
Well, it does. That's why they call it a weed. You can build a 4-bedroom house on
Yeah.
an acre of cannabis. Okay, the good old majat that grows in the bush there will give you enough fiber to build a
That's cool,
4-bedroom
eh?
house. Okay, so imagine this scenario: you get a little plot,
Yeah?
a 1-acre plot, which is typically granted in the rural area somewhere, or even in the peri-urban areas. You plant an acre of hemp. 6 months later, you harvest that. You build your house. Now you've prepared your soil, you started preparing your soil already, so immediately after you've harvested, you start putting your gardens in
Yeah.
while you're building your house.
Yeah.
It hasn't cost you, well, virtually zero energy
Yeah.
and virtually zero money.
Yeah.
Okay? The hempcrete is a mixture of lime and the hemp fiber,
Yeah.
and it's actually carbon negative. It absorbs carbon, as opposed to costing carbon. When you build a
Really?
cement, it's a tremendous energy intensive process. Hemp brick on the other side, is exactly the opposite of that. It's a phenomenal plant, and it has such
Yeah.
potential for healing our bodies, healing our
Yeah.
planet, and healing our societies. In
Yes.
terms of paper production, you drive through vast areas of our country, and
Yeah.
it's full of alien, water-hungry trees, thirsty trees,
Yes.
eucalyptus and pine trees.
Yeah.
Now those
Yeah.
trees take 25 years to mature.
Yeah.
So it's a 25-year production cycle. On 1 hectare of trees, you can produce 4 times as much paper using hemp. Okay, and you can do it in that.
Really?
Yeah, it's way more productive in terms of the fiber that it produces. And remember, you can run 2 crops a year. So where you have to wait 25 years
No.
to get 1 crop of
Really?
paper, you can do that twice a year and get 4 times as much.
And then they went over and they sprayed those cannabis fields
Yeah, that's a whole nother
and
thing.
annihilated all of them and on the people's heads in their homes. Sorry, but that's another story.
Yeah, that was horrible. That was down in the Eastern Cape near Musikisiki,
Yeah.
Port St. John this year.
Yeah.
They got exposed. And of course, government covering up, and they've got all these experts saying, oh, you're familiar with this story.
Yeah.
No, glyphosate isn't bad for you to be
Yeah.
exposed once a year.
Grrr.
Yeah, they fuck her down that one.
Birth defect, cleft palate.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, glyphosate.
Well, it's
Thank
the
you,
highest
Monsanto.
rate of cancer in anywhere in the country in the Eastern Cape. Yeah. So
From that, they were spraying for years.
They were spraying many, many years before, and then they
Right.
stopped.
Yeah.
And then they resurfaced again, and it would have gone under the. We wouldn't have known about it.
Yeah.
If, a guy called Bruno Bruncat, actually.
Bruno!
Yeah, it's an amazing artist.
Bruno,
from
you're the
Cape Town.
man.
He is.
Is he the one who made it? I
yeah,
hear about it.
Yeah, he was in Port St. John's and he noticed the
Where is
helicopters.
he? I want to know.
He's in Cape Town. Oh no, he's actually in Harkerville at the
Are you
moment.
connected with him?
Yeah.
Bruno, you and me, we're going to talk.
Okay, well, thank you guys.
Look us up.
Yeah, and he was in Port St. John's and he saw the helicopters
Yeah.
standing there and started asking around. Took
Really?
a picture,
That
put it up
happened?
on social media, and it just the word spread like wildfire. So that's the people's power and the effectiveness of being connected and having these
Exactly.
networks. That's it's one of the best things we have
Exactly.
going for us.
And then it came out that the people that were living in that area, the children that were being born with defects, birth defects,
Yeah.
were related to that strain.
Yeah, the glyphosate actually overexcites in a pregnant woman the vitamin A pathways, which is what causes birth defects.
Did you hear that? Hilda's warehouse.
Yeah, she's coming for you.
And Department of Agriculture, Farmers and Fisheries.
Right.